Hey, everybody up there in YouTube world, live, I guess. Just wondering if anybody's actually. Hey, look at that! I got somebody showing up. Hey, say something. Let me know what's going on, guys. Let me know. I'm out here having a few beers, trying to figure out how YouTube works. Hey, look, somebody was there, and now they're gone. Oh man. Chit chatting, people. Come on. Where are you, people? Okay. Somebody was there and then they just disappeared. Hello, hello. Anybody paying attention to me? Probably not. Hey, I know it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. All y'all farts are falling asleep, even though I'm already halfway there myself. Just wanted to say hi to everybody. Drinking beer and chit chatting with whoever. I don't even know what's up with this. Let's see. Edit. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Nobody's here. Nobody wants to be. It's only been 2 minutes. Okay, it's okay. Hey. Let's see. What options do I have? Look at that. Okay, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Okay, let's tag some friends. Do you have any friends, Drew? I don't know, man. There we go. There we go. Tag him. Tag this bastard here. Okay. Tag some other people. No, they're asleep. They're asleep. I doubt that. Okay, let's do some publishing. Okay, let's see what happens. I doubt any of these people are awake, but hey, man, ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt, man. It ain't gonna hurt. I know everybody's probably asleep. Nobody wants to pay attention. The old Quassi master, the Drewster. Um, no. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted. What the fuck? Oh, I can only invite what, one person at a time? That's just stupid. There you go. Ain't got nobody paying attention to me. Anyways, it's already been about 8 minutes or so. Well, 6.5. Come on, guys. I'm drinking beer all by myself. Somebody was there and then they just disappeared. So I'm assuming you're just going to ignore me the rest of the night. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's all it is. So I'm just stupid and didn't know how that worked. Hopefully people can hear me. I mean, right now it just has one dot. I don't know what the one dot means. Still trying to figure out how this works. Chat, okay. Cool, cool. Won't cry. It's not. Other than that, we have edit options. Customization. Cancel, I guess. So I've been live for almost 8.5 minutes. Not a single soul. Close that out. Close that out. We'll close that out for now. Close that out. There we go. Hello, hello, people. Anyone. Some feedback. Cancel. Okay. Hey, somebody's finally showed up. Say hi, man. If you don't just disappear on me. I know it's a last minute thing. I know it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, at least Eastern time. Drinking beers and talking shit, I guess. What's up, man? How we doing? How we doing, man? Hoping to get some people in here. I know it's a kind of a last minute thing. I'm just trying to figure out how the streaming for YouTube works. I finally figured it out. It was simpler than I thought, even though it took forever to figure out. Man, I'm going to be doing a live stream definitely tomorrow. Now that I've got this figured out, so it'll be better planned, so I can let people know where my channel is going and what's up with my crafts and what's going on with everything I set up. Right now, I'm just having a cold beer. Glad somebody jumped in. Thank you, Woodbean. Trying to get my buddy in here, but Any happen, I guess. Yeah, I really thought you had to go through an encoder program and everything else, and realized, bam, all I got to do is hit live and go live. Shit, man. Oh, man, just to sit here and do this, I don't know. I mean, it sucks that I didn't do a like posting that I was going to do this channel or do a live stream. So nobody's going to really be paying attention to me right now. But glad you're here, man. Yeah, I definitely got you there. Yeah, over complicating things. Yeah. Oh, shit. Hey, look, man, I got two people here. Who's the second person? Come on, man. Say hey. Say hello. Let me know what's going on. Hey, man. What's going on, James? From Scotland. Nice. Nice. Uh, just letting you and Woodburn here, the only two people that are actually paying attention to me, let me know what's going on. Now it's just down to you and me, Woodburn, I think. I think James just said, fuck it. I don't know. Who knows? Uh, just like I said, just sitting here drinking beer. I would love to talk about the shit I need to talk about, but what's the point? So you are there. Okay, cool. So it's got to be early morning there in Scotland then. But anyways, if you guys are interested in my channel, let me know. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of me, Quassi's Bell Tower. I'm doing a live stream, so I hopefully you guys are interested in my channel a bit. I just recently got Starlink for internet, so now I can actually live stream. I hope you guys are seeing me good. I look good on my screen. I don't know how I look on your screen. Hopefully, it's not that pixelated. I know when I had Frontier, we were only getting 3 megabytes a second. Now I'm getting, yeah, roughly 100 or more. Starlink is kind of touchy. I'm glad you've been watching my videos, Woodbean. Same thing with you, James. I'm glad you guys at least see what's going on. I, my biggest thing right now is I'm a small channel. Okay, I've got 1,500 subscribers, but I got lucky with that. I'm not monetized yet, and that's kind of what I'm working for. And eventually, I want to do a live stream tomorrow and talk more about what I want to do and what's going on and what I've been through in the past couple weeks. Hey, look, we got a third person in here. Somebody want to say hi too, or you? Oh wait, or are they passing out or dropping out already? Who knows? But if you guys seen my recent videos with the little figurines, I'm kind of going with that. That's where I'm going to go with my channel. Eventually, yeah, I will go back to doing crafts and doing this or that. Um, I'll do more crafts with the figurines that I've had. But I'm doing like a Dungeons and Dragons adventure. I'm thinking the next video I do is going to be a lot longer. It's not going to be a 2-minute clip. It'll probably be a lot longer. I'm going to have other characters made or other NPCs made. I'm going to have eventually have people doing other voiceovers for me, so I don't have to do them because that's kind of a pain in the ass to do. Okay, so basically, um, I do RPG terrain. I make RPG figures now, I guess. I do stop motion animation. That's something new I'm doing. I've been around for a couple years, and I'm not really that big of a channel, and it's hard to get what you need for subscribers and everything else. Uh, I don't really know how to say this. At one time, I was monetized, and then certain things happened, the rules changed, and then they like, oh, you're not monetized anymore. So my channel kind of just fell off the face of the earth. I kind of just said, well, this I don't know if this is worth it anymore, but uh, now with me having a little bit more money, a little bit more income, I've been spending the money to do this and do that. Uh, I know I'm babbling, guys. I've already had like freaking 8 beers, so I'm feeling pretty good. Um, but basically, I want to get this going with my channel. Gotcha there. I got you, James. I got you. But I'm trying to get my channel to grow again, so I am working on things. Uh, Sometimes I get distracted very easily. I won't say it's an ADHD thing. We're not going to go there. It's more like I'm too tired to do this or I'm too tired to do that. You know, you work friggin' 40 hours or more a week, and then you got to make shit on YouTube. Oh, go away, go away, go away. I got things popping up here, guys. But basically, I'm going to be doing a stop motion animation D&D adventure thing, and I'm kind of slowly working into it. I kind of got a lot of things figured out. It's going to be based on a box set that they used to do, or they still do. It's called RPG crates. I used to do it for a while, and then I said, "Fuck it, I'm done. I did so many years of it. I'm done." Um, just got to the point where it's like, I'm not really liking where it's going, but it also became the coronavirus kicked in and everything else, and their stuff was slowing down and things weren't going that well. So I just said, okay, I got 4 seasons of it. Let's just stop. And now I'm going to go back to season 1, which is kind of like the basics, and work my way slowly up with these characters, uh, doing the adventures that they did, maybe tweaking it a little bit, but that's kind of where I'm going with. Uh, and that's all really I can think of right now. But I'm going to do that. I do have some other stuff I want to do. Like I want to make like a carrying case tutorial, because I have to go from the house to the shed that's like 100 feet away, and just carrying this stuff back and forth. I'm literally a rubber band man, because I'm always like, oh, I forgot this. I got to go back in and back out. So if I can at least get everything in one crate and then just bring it in there and do what I got to do and then bring it back out when I'm done, that would be awesome. I know when it gets cold in the winter here in New York, shit freezes, so I got to make sure it's in the house. I've lost so much glue and so much paint before leaving it out there. Yes, yes. You Americans and your 100 feet gardens. Yeah, and I got a garden out there too. So yeah, I got you. I got you, James. Uh, yeah, editing would be is definitely a beast. Yes. Uh, the thing is, I think with editing is when you're filming, you got to have, even though I haven't figured out mentally in my mind, you have to uh, kind of prepare yourself when you're recording, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing stop motion, it's a different story. But if you're doing recording for anything else, and uh, you got to have a plan in your head. And the thing is, a lot of times I like to just wing it. I'm a winger. Okay, I like to wing it. We just go with what we got and then figure it out. And then we're doing the editing. We edit it, and then you just add things as you're editing because you're like, that would be really cool to put in there right now. So let's do it. Today I was at a baseball game. You're talking about being cold and everything else. I was at a baseball game. It was 45, but with the wind, it had to be like 35 degrees out because it was just so cold. I literally had to just go sit in the car and just drive it up as close as I could to the baseball field. It was my nephew's game, and literally watch the game in the car because it was that damn cold. Hey, Chris, what's up? How we doing there? I don't know, man. I'm here in New York and I can't even get used to the cold. Uh, and I've been here since '88 in the cold. Now that I'm getting older, my body. I mean, when I was younger, yeah, I could deal with it. Now that I'm getting older, no, I can't deal with it. Yeah, I wish we were in the '70s. There would be. Don't worry, Chris. I got things going on. I'm working on stuff now that I got better internet. Hopefully, you're seeing me okay. So far, everybody says they're seeing me okay. Um, I hopefully things will go good. 36 here approximately. You know what? I'm going to check my temperature real quick, guys. I'm just going to see. James, where are you from, by the way? Yeah, it's telling me it's 34 where I'm at. I'm up in the hills up in central New York, so who knows? I'm up close to Tug Hill, if you know where that is. Why would I want these advertisements you guys are sending me? Stop. See, tomorrow's only supposed to be 53. So we got a lot of people from England and Scotland. That's awesome. I love knowing that there's people from overseas that actually are watching my channel or even watching the stream. Yeah, yeah. We had the sun up too, and it was the sun's nice. It's the damn wind that's too damn cold. Yeah, we get we get it up here in Tug Hill. I mean, I'm not technically in Tug Hill area, but I just drive up the road and I'm in Tug Hill area. I mean, it just changes. It's like I'm up here. It's like I could go from here to, let's say, Rome, New York, and it's like a 10-degree change. I go to Tug Hill or go to West Leiden, New York, and it's another 10 degrees colder. You know, the snow is good when you're young, but when you get older, it's a different story, I guess. Um, I don't have a snowmobile out here, but I do have a four wheeler, and I love my four wheeler. Um, I just got it this past October. Uh, Definitely helpful out in the property that we have. We have 12 and a half acres out here, and I'm slowly uh, changing the landscape and doing stuff. Um, there's a lot of what I'm doing. At one time, I was doing a trail that, because in my property, if you go through the field that we have in the backyard, it's an open field. It used to be a cornfield at one time, and then we told them no, we're just going to make it grass, and that's what we did. You go through the woods, and we have a trail, and that trail leads all the way down to Fish Creek, and you have to go down a set of stairs, which is about 30 or 40 steps. I think it's 46 steps, if I'm correct. So, about what, 30, 40 stories, maybe. I don't know how that works. But you go down there, and then you walk the path, and then it leads you to the creek, and then you can go fishing on Fish Creek. We also have a swimming hole right where I'm at. So if you don't want to go fishing, you can go swimming, which is really cool. And there's a rock wall of slate stone across it. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's definitely a place where you could go and just chill and just go there, have a little fire, have a couple beers, throw your pole out there. If you want to go for, it's mostly for trout fishing and stuff. So, you would have to constantly do that. But if you want to just throw your pole out there and sit in a chair and just relax, I have pulled some bullhead out of there. Well, I'm glad to chat with you guys, and I'm going to keep chatting, but I'm going to go get myself another beer because this guy likes to drink beer. So just give me a minute. It'll only be a second. I know my breezeway here is a mess, but it gets clean and then it becomes a mess. So for anybody that is actually familiar with the channel, um, I'm hoping tomorrow that sometime, let's say late afternoon, not too late. Let's say between 6 and 8. I'll probably be doing a live stream tomorrow. I'll be in my shed or my workshop, whatever you want to call it. It's basically a shed. But if you've seen any of my previous videos on my channel, I converted it kind of into a work shed. Did green screen or painted a lot of the walls green. I put some drywall up and painted them green. Trying to do a green screen thing. The thing is with green screen is you got to kind of be far away from it. When you're in a shed that's only like a 10 by 10, you're not really that far away from it. So it doesn't quite work as well. I'm still kind of working on that concept, but lately with me doing the stop motion with my figures, you don't really need the green screen. So you just kind of work around that. I do recordings for other channels. I have my crafting channel, which is on this video right now, or on this channel right now. I have a beer review channel, which is called Point Rock Review. And then I have another channel that has to do with outdoor stuff. It has to do with fishing, anything, outdoor stuff, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, anything that's entertaining to me that I think is an outdoor thing. And that one's called Point Rock Adventures. Then I do have a fourth channel, which I'm not going to mention because it's a channel that I put like one video up on. It was kind of like for shorts and or short videos, because that's what YouTube is doing. And I think I put like one video up, and then I just like never did anything with that channel. So we'll just go with 3 channels. Let's just go with the Quasi's Bell Tower, Point Rock Review, and Point Rock Adventures. Those are my channels. This was my official real channel, our first channel, but this is the channel I'm focused on right now until spring and summer. Uh, I do hopefully with the Point Rock uh, Adventure channel. I have some interesting things coming in the future. We'll just see how it goes. My neighbor cuts lumber. He has a lot of scrap stuff. That stuff I'm going to be getting. A lot of sawdust I'm going to be getting. Um, and I'm going to use that for certain builds and certain things. So keep an eye on that channel. Yeah, Tug Hill still gets freaking slammed, Chris. Still gets slammed. Eventually, I would love to go overseas, of course. Me and the wife were talking. I know she wants to go back to Italy. She said she was there when she was a kid because her dad was in the military and everything else. I would love to go to England or just go anywhere that's not America, just because I want to know how uh, people do their thing, or how they live, or how everything's ass backwards in England, I guess. Well, to me, it's ass backwards. Being an American. Thanks, James. I'm glad you're. Uh, Hopefully, we'll check out the channels. Let me know. Yeah, the taxes in New York still suck. They get worse every year. It seems like. Actually, I have a nephew that's stationed in Germany right now. I'm kind of worried about him with everything going on in Ukraine and everything else. But right now, he's still just stuck in Germany. Yes, definitely some crazy stuff going on in Ukraine. Yes, yes. I wish that war would stop. It's a war that never should have started. It's a war that's already been dead, in my opinion, because they ain't moving very fast. So they should just back out and just back away. Back away. I don't know. I've never been to France. France sounds lovely, but I've never been around French people. I only speak English, and I can barely speak that good enough as it is. So going somewhere else would be interesting. I would definitely be using my phone to be like, how do you translate this in English or in France? I don't know. Like I said, Chris, the wife definitely wants to go back to Paris or around that area because she has fond memories when she was growing up. So just got to come up with the money, and right now that's a difficult thing to do here in the States. Everybody thinks we make killer money out here. They increase our pay. Yeah, they increase our pay, but then they increase the price of everything that we buy. So it still comes down to us still being minimum wage people. Now they're talking about increasing the minimum wage in New York again, and I'm like, okay, um, that's great. Guess what? Everything is going to go up in price again. Yay! So we're still going to be minimum wage. Terrific. But anyways, if you guys are interested in the channel, um, I definitely am working on my first ever RPG adventure with my little figurines that I have. Uh, and it will definitely be longer than 2 minutes. I have no clue how long it's going to be until I actually design the setup and everything else. Uh, I'm hoping it's at least like 12 minutes long or so. Who knows? But I hope it will be entertaining. There are going to be some new things with the figurines. If you ever played any RPG games like back in the day, 80s style, maybe 90s style, even nowadays, okay, when you're playing games, they all have health bars above their characters. There will be health bars above uh, my characters, my four characters that will be battling. Um, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about spell casting. Um, I might do my own thing where they have like mana instead of like learning how to do spells and um, studying their spells before they go to bed, so they're have it in their mind the next day. You have to rest to and study their spells. No, I think I'm just going to do mana because that just makes it easier. It makes it simpler. And I don't want to spend too much time with detail of this or that. And that's kind of how I play D&D, anyways. Of course, I'm a dedicated second edition player. Third edition came out. Somebody taught me it. I kind of understood it. Then 3.5 came out. 4 was just a joke. It was like taking World of Warcraft and downgrading it to an RPG game, which made sense, but it didn't need to be done. Then fifth edition came out, and I did play fifth edition with some people, and I liked it, but I didn't. And like second edition is kind of what I grew up on. It's just it made more sense to me. Fifth edition, it's just you put too much work into it just to just to do things. You put too much work into it. I mean, honestly, in second edition, they put too much work in it too. And I kind of changed a lot of that. Or, I mean, a lot of people change it too. It's like, why do you have to make this so difficult? Just make it simple and make it easy to people understand. Like, nobody understood THACO. It's like, it's basic math. Why do you have to make it difficult? I mean, yeah, there's plus and minuses that people got to figure out. But if you know basic math, you should understand how this game works. But anyways, that's kind of where I'm going with the videos I want to do for this animation or stop motion animation I want to do. Hey, look, do we have anybody new here? Or is it just you guys? It's just you guys, which is great. It's fine. I never heard of bolt action, Chris, but it will definitely be something I might have to look into. I might just, put that in my. What is bolt action, by the way, Chris? Yes, Mastercraft, you holy guacamole, you made it to a live stream. Okay, this is my first live stream. It's probably not the best ever, but it's a live stream. Okay, I've already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beers, so I'm feeling pretty damn good right now. Okay. Yeah. And it wasn't even supposed to be a live stream. I was trying to figure out how a live stream worked, and it was simpler than I thought it was. That's how simple it was. Oh, so bolt action is like World War II? Okay, okay. That's okay, Mastercraft. Now that I'm stuck with you, I don't care, man. Anybody that wants to show up to my live stream, even though it's just you guys, that's awesome. As long as you guys like watching me chat about random bullshit, that's fine. I was just telling the guys that tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow and talk about things that are going on with my channel. If you've seen my channel before, and we're going to be talking about Starlink, because I just got Starlink for internet. I actually have better internet. I don't have to deal with 3 megabytes per second or freaking 1 point or even a half a megabyte for upload. I can actually do stuff now. Damn, I might actually do some PlayStation video games live stream eventually. Who knows? But right now, I'm just trying to get my channel going and get stuff going. That's it. I'm just kind of drinking to celebrate that. Hey, I'm actually on live stream. Honestly, I've been drinking before I went live stream. I was chatting with a friend of mine earlier and playing some games, and he called it a night, and here I am doing a live stream, hanging out with you guys. But Chris, the World War II games, I wouldn't mind trying some of those out either. Diecast racing, interesting, interesting, Chris. Now, exactly with the diecast racing, what is that all about? Like it's you just make the cars and then race them, or is it remote? So tomorrow, basically, I will do the live stream, talk about uh, certain things that I want to do or certain things I'm gonna do. Um, I also, geez, well, I'm just gonna be babbling on like I am now, but I won't be, buzzing really good. Uh, it's probably only gonna go on for an hour, about as long as this channel or this video is gonna go tonight. Um, we'll see. We got about 15 minutes or so to go with this, anyways. Oh, That sucks. So, Chris, if you got anything that has to do with that, like YouTubing or links to it, um, uh, send me a link or send me something, or at least post something on the channel, or if you have my Quasi's Bell Tower Facebook page, um, send it there or whatever else. I would definitely like to look into anything. I'm one person that likes to see what else people are doing in the world, what's cool, what's going on, because you don't always know what's really going on, and you can get on you know Facebook and do this and do that, but you don't really see everything. So if you want to send me a link on my Facebook page, which is Quasi's Bell Tower, uh, I would definitely check it out. I definitely don't mind checking out other people's channels, other people's Facebook pages, other people's um, things they like, because I always like to know what people like or what people are into, or what's going on in the world or whatever else. Um, that interests me. I like to know what is going on in the world, or what people are into, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, Chris, if you want, my email, I think I have it on my face or my YouTube channel, anyways. But anyways, it's Quasi QUASSI 76 at hotmail.com. Pretty simple. So if you want to send me like videos or pictures or anything like that, go for it. No big deal. So we got 4 viewers out here. Um, been talking to Woodburn. I've been talking to Chris. Uh, there's another gentleman out here floating around somewhere. I don't know if he's still there. But if anybody else wants to chat, man, let me know. I'm sitting there holding a freaking empty beer in my hand. I don't know why, when I got a full or 3/4 of one right here. You know what it is? I got empty beer bottles everywhere right now in front of me. Shit, guys. Just like I said, I'm just chatting right now. I'm just having a good time, just chilling. Probably gonna be hungover tomorrow. Who knows? But I would definitely be doing a live chat tomorrow, talking more about the Skylink satellite I have, and other things that where I'm going with the channel and what I'm doing. Kind of want people's opinion on what they like and what they don't like about my channel. Maybe help me out, man. I want to grow. I really do want to grow. Okay. And now that I can actually live stream without it being like, that's awesome. Before I was only you are getting like 3 megabytes a second, so now I'm getting more than that. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Okay, Mastercraft. I'll flip down here. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Are you a clown? Are you a clown? Are you it, Mr. Mastercraft? Don't worry, Chris. I ain't gonna blame you for anything. If you get me sucked into something, that's fine. Right now, I just got one of my buddies sucked into playing games that are like Phase 10. It card games basically. Um, and the funny thing, he's like, why didn't anybody teach me this game? I said it's been around for like forever. So it's something him and me have been playing lately. So yeah, laugh out loud. Yeah, I got you. Freaking Pennywise. You know what? Goddamn Pennywise. The original Pennywise scared the hell out of me. The new one, yeah, he's scary, but I don't know. The original Pennywise is more scary than the new one. He did. The guy that played Pennywise, even though I think he might have passed away. I think he was. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Tim Curry. Yes. Yes. Much creepier. Yes. Yes. He scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. I'll tell you that. I mean, I wasn't even that young when it came out, but still, he did a better job. He did a better job. I just wish they did better with the TV series than they did. Like, I mean, I know it was a TV series; they had to do it for whatever channel it was, but I know I watched the unedited and all that stuff, and it's still creepy, but I don't know. I thought it was creepier than the new one. The new one was creepy too, and I'm not going to get into the whole story with the author of it and how it should be this way or that way, because that's just going to open up a freaking bag of worms. But yeah, the original is better than the original TV show is better than the movie, I think. Yes, 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 Chris, you're right. Hey, look at that! I got the Aaron East out here now. Hey, man, guys, give me a minute. I won't be long. I gotta go outside, and I gotta go. Relieve the dragon. Let's put it that way, okay? Just give me a minute. I swear I'll be right back. They all float down here, Druzy. They all float down here. Yes, I said Druzy because my name's Andrew, but everybody calls me Drew or Quasi, one or the other. But that's where I went with it. They all float down here. They all float down. Sorry, had to go there. Yeah, I'm wanting a brew, and I'm still drinking freaking empty beer bottles. Jeez Christ, I gotta get rid of these. Damn. Well, right now I'm drinking Corona, which if I finish these off, that'll be a 12 pack of that, and then after that I gotta go to the old Pabst Blue Ribbon because that's what Dad drank. back in the day, and that's what I drink now. You know what's funny, Aaron? If you're still there, I know a guy named Aaron West instead. I hung out with him and his brother Rick back in the day, but their names were West, his last names. Who was born in 76? Me, Chris? Because if you met me, yes, 76. Yes, you can only rent beer. You can't buy it. You're right. You can't buy a beer. You can only rent it. You're right. You're right. If I could only turn my piss into alcohol. That's disgusting. So, Woodburn, are you a fan of the 80s cartoons? I'm sure you are. You got G.I. Joe, you got Transformers, you got all that 80s stuff. You know, He-Man, you name it. I was a big G.I. Joe fan back in the day. Rolling Rock, Yingling. Yingling. I don't know, man. Rolling Rock, yes. Yingling, it's kind of a touch and go thing for me, but Rolling Rock, yeah. So, Aaron West, you said, are you getting back into the crafting videos? Do you mean me? Um, yes. I mean, like doing terrain wise, kind of yes and no. I'm more into the. I'm doing stop motion. It still will have crafts in it, but how you do them, not particularly. Yeah, particularly. Um, yes and no. Okay. I don't know. It's going to be a hit or miss with me, honestly. Thundercats, yes. Thundercats, yes. No, don't piss in the boat. You got to piss over the boat, okay? Unless you have a milk jug, and then you piss in the milk jug, and then, or is that a joke? Hmm. Of course, big GI Joe, yes, because knowing is half the battle. And I got my wife saying that to people at work, oh, because she talks to people online, and she does the whole sitting in a desk just chatting to people or whatever. I know Yingling is the oldest brewery, and they have a great tour. Yeah, they might have a great tour in there, and I do want to do the whole Yingling tour, but I'm just not a fan of their beer. Even the Hershey beer, okay, the Hershey beer was interesting, but when I first tasted the Yingling Hershey beer, I'm like, yeah, this is Yingling with a little bit of Hershey in it. It's like it wasn't. It's like I'm thinking it's going to be a porter. They said it was supposed to be a porter. It wasn't a porter. Okay, okay. It's a Yingling with a little bit of chocolate. That's all it is. Sorry, I'm just putting my 2 cents out there. I'm not even going to go into that argument. Yo, Joe. Well, if you can get a genie to turn a whole lake into beer, then I'll just, not piss in the lake and then just scoop out the water to drink the beer because it's beer now, not water. I don't know how the fish would think of that. Would they get drunk if the lake was full of beer? And would I be able to catch fish if the fish were drunk off the beer that got turned in, or the lake that got turned into beer? I would just go swimming in the freaking lake and drink the beer and then drown because I got too drunk. I heard that GI Joe has they have a couple like they have some they have a RPG game that came out. It's actually like a D&D type thing. Like they have a core book and whatever they have, and they also have like other different versions of it too. It's like it's on Kickstarter and shit like that. I've seen that stuff. But I was also thinking, I was also wanting to look into buying the GI Joe RPG books and doing that. The only thing is, I don't have any people to play with, and if I mean, like honestly, the shit I do now, I'm like, that's why I went with stop motion. Besides creating RPG, terrain and doing that and that, it's just, the people that I used to play with, they're not around anymore. Everybody's got kids. Everybody's got this. Everybody's got that. I have one fellow that's coming back from New Hampshire to New York, so he will definitely play. The thing is, I have people that want to play, but they don't have any transportation. And I am not going to be a taxi driver for anybody. If you want to play, get your ass here. If you can't get your ass here, then you ain't going to play. Okay, you guys. Man, okay. I got that. Really? Well, the thing is, I don't like you're talking about deck building games. I don't like deck games. I don't like games that have to do with cards. No, no, no. You got to use this right here. You got to use this. Your imagination. I don't like deck card games. I tried to do the whole Magic games with a couple people, and I'm like, no, 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 no. It's all about using your imagination. Okay, we're not gonna flip this card and do this and turn this card this way and that way to do this and do that damage to it. I don't like deck card games, not at all. I know, Aaron. I got you. I got you. I like miniature games. That's fine. You can still use your imagination, but deck card games or card games, no, not my thing. Yes, Chris, I'm gonna still keep doing stop motion for a while. Um, I'm hoping it will get better. The next video I do will actually be an adventure, actually be longer than 2 minutes. It's probably going to take me a while to get it out because there's a lot of detail I got to put in and a lot of stuff I want to do. I want to make it like 80s style kind of like take your turn battle. I want to make it like a freaking D&D game in a way. Um, but not as slow, because you got to wait for somebody to make a decision what the hell they want to do. I just want to make it more like video game style. I like using miniatures when I'm playing a game. The thing is, I want players would burn. I would like players to have a miniature but actually have, when I want people to play, I want them to have a terrain. I want them to have a feeling of what they're seeing and what they're doing, even though you're describing it to them. But I want them to have the option, like, okay, there's a table in front of them or whatever else, depending on where they're at. Okay, they're in a room, it's got a table, chair, um, maybe there's a bookcase off to the side or wherever else, and then these enemies come in. Maybe they're goblins, maybe they're skeletons or whatever else. But I want people to have the option to um, take what terrain is in front of them, actually see that terrain. Like if mentally they can see it, that's cool. And then if they can think, hey, I take the table and I do this, that's cool. But not a lot of people do that. There's I just attack and do this, but and roll and do this. No, 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 no. You got this terrain in front of you. Use what's in front of you to help you advance, maybe, or at least you know what I'm saying. Use the terrain in a way to maybe defend yourself or whatever else. Like I would love it if somebody says, I just run up and I step on this, this step, or I step on this chair and I use it as leverage and I jump up and I raise my sword up and I go and I attack them like this. That's fucking cool. Okay. The thing is, you're still going to have to do an attack and then maybe a dex adjustment or something, something in that line. There's always something you got to do with it. And that's kind of how I like people to play. It's like whatever's in front of you, use it. And sometimes uh, putting paper down and having the table here and there doesn't do that for them. But if you have a material in front of them, it kind of opens up their, like, well, can I just jump on top of this table and then just slash, come down on them or do this or do that? Yeah, you can do that, but you're gonna have to make this kind of check and that kind of check or whatever. The thing is, with me is like if you fuck up and do a bad roll, that's gonna make it even funnier. Like, oh, you're gonna be the savior of this party and kill this guy, but you go to do it and you fuck up, and guess what? You break your leg and you fall over, totally missing this guy and tumbling in front of him. And then guess what he does? Puts a sword in you and fucking kills you. You're dead. Something like that. Still rolling stats and everything else. But that's kind of how I want that to be played. When I play D&D, that's kind of how I want it to be played out. Okay, you have a minute, basically, in D&D. They say, second edition, they say you have a minute. What can you do in a minute? Maybe it's 30 seconds, maybe it's a minute. It all comes down to, how that would play out. But you have your chance at doing what you want to do, okay? So you did this, you missed, you tumbled, you fell, so you're on the ground. So that's where you're at. And then when your opponent gets a chance to attack, he sees you on the ground, and guess what? It's probably going to just stab you, or at least attempt to stab you. Will he succeed? It all comes down to the roll. That's what it comes down to. It all comes down to the roll. My theater of the mind works just as great, but I want to do theater of the mind plus still roll your stats. I'm going to tell you what the hell happened, especially when it comes down to critical fumbles. I have a whole fucking table. A couple tables I've designed, depending on what you're doing, what kind of attack you're doing, what happens if you critical fumble, and that's what's awesome. Yeah, man, you could be like, I go to attack them, and or whatever else, and you critical fumble, like, and you roll it. Basically, maybe your sword goes. You went to attack the guy, and your sword you just didn't have a tough enough grip on your sword, or his shield hit it, and you hit the shield, and your sword goes ting and flies off in another direction because you just didn't hold up. I have a whole table for that shit. Yeah, I hear you, Monster Craft. I definitely want to get back into playing some D&D. That's for sure. The thing is, it's hard to find people to play in person. So sometimes you got to play online. I haven't really tried the whole online thing, but if anybody wants to try it or has a way of doing it, it doesn't cost money. I'd give it a try. Exactly. Would be, and I gotcha. Yes, Leroy Jenkins. At least I ain't chicken. Yes, theater of mind would definitely be good. Good for blind people. Yes, you're right. Totally right. I'm gonna get myself a beer. What's it gonna be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which I think I'm past that. Anyways, 9 probably. Well, it's almost closer to 12 pack. Anyways, I'm at least trying to kill this 12 pack before I go to bed. So at least I'm gonna try. But Dark Sun. You know what? Second edition Dark Sun, I loved. I didn't quite understand it. I liked the concept of it, and I had my own ideals of Dark Sun back in the day. Bought a couple things for it, read it. Some of it I understood, some of it I didn't. I ain't the brightest crayon in the box. I'll tell you that. I didn't realize it was like a whole nother world. I was thinking it was like, to me, I was thinking a lot of these games they came out with like Dragonlance and Greystone and everything else. It was like they were all connected. As I was thinking, it's like eventually you find out no, it's just some of them are connected, but some of them are different worlds. And I'm like, why is Dark Sun like its own world? Why can't it just be a desert place that you could connect to Dragon? I mean, I guess you could. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but that's kind of the concept that I'm getting from that. But I really was into freaking Dark Sun back in the day. Yeah, Dark. I'll tell you, Aaron. I thought Dark Sun, even what I read and what I knew and everything else, I thought it was freaking pretty damn badass too. I had people making characters from Dark Sun that were in my campaign. You had to kind of like get them into it, but um, my whole concept with the Dark Sun is: was it a different world, or was it part of? It's like how do you? Sorry, guys. How do you uh, blend that in with everything else? Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people really like Dark Sun. I really like it too. Gotta get another beer, guys. I'll be right back. What? Sound good. Okay, guys. Let's see. What are we talking about now? We're still talking about, yeah, Dark Sun. Yeah, Dark Sun was definitely one of the settings I really liked. It was like to me, you know, dry desert lands. You had the insects in there that were another race. It was like what the hell I want to say. It was like Mad Max without the cars. and with weird ass aliens in it. In a way, in a way, sort of, but kind of reminded me of that. Let me move that gear out of the way. Put another one in its place. Yeah. Yeah, I got you, Aaron. I got you. I got you in your last comment. The try. How there? I don't even know how you fucking pronounce it. The try. The alien race there. You got it, Woodbean. Try cream or whatever the hell they were called. No, they were just the insect race to me. Like I said, I can barely speak English. Why the hell would I want to speak another language? Uh, like it took me forever when I was a kid to say the word proficiency. Okay, I looked at that word and I'm like, I don't know. I tried to pronounce it 100 times, and somebody said just broke it down and said pro fish and sea. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how you pronounce that. I'm like, once I got that, fine. Like sometimes words just have to be broken down for me. I got the whole thing with the uh, cannibalic halflings and dark sun. I got it. I got how they were fun. Yeah, I got that. I really like the moles in that class. A lot of my friends that were playing anything or had anything to do with Dark Sun, they were definitely um, interested in the pit fighter bit of that, and how the moles were um, more into pit fighting. I mean, I could be wrong. It's been a long time since it's been a long time since I've read any of that stuff. But I remember how a lot of people wanted to uh, make those characters the moles. The only thing I didn't understand, and I never really got into it, was the psionics of that too much. It's like some people made it sound like they were so powerful, and I didn't quite like that. It's like some people are like, "Oh, this happened, and you just died." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Of course, that's before you really understood how it worked, and I still don't understand how it done. So, like I said, I ain't the brightest crayon in the box, but still. You know what? Honestly, it would be. I made my own map at one time, and I actually had an area where it was all desert, like Dark Sun, and it had basically like a mountain that kept them off from any other land. And on the top of the mountain, it was sheared off like some like a god or something had sheared it off. So there was no mountaintops. It was just flat. It was just desert, plain, and everything else. It had like passages to get in and out of that, but it was like just mazes. And of course, you had to deal with all kinds of different monsters and different things up here or there. In my mind, I never pushed it through, but in my mind, I made this map. I did draw it out, but I never made any of the things to it. But that was like my way of getting into like the dark sun realm. Like if you wanted to go there, there was ways to get into there, but you had to battle your way through to get into there, unless you were born in that area, of course. But that's kind of how I was doing that. I don't know, Aaron. Just fifth edition. Just I don't know. I just have to say I'm just naturally second edition. Everything I have is second edition. I mean, if you're playing online, yeah, you don't really have much of a choice, I guess, unless you find somebody that plays just straight out second edition. But with second edition, even maybe with fifth edition too, but second edition, there was always somebody always changed how things played out. I mean, like you always had a DM said you can or can't do this or do that. Fifth edition, I think, is more like laid down, like these are the rules and that's all you can do. I mean, I tried to play with people that played fifth edition, and like I was trying to do like second edition things, like trying to like, can I do this or do that? And they were like, nah, I don't know if you can or can't. I'm like, well, this is where I want my character to go, but how do I get him to do what I want him to do? You know? Yeah, Spelljammer, I was never a fan of, by the way. Yes, Aaron, I was never a fan of Spelljammer. That's for sure. I got you, Woodburn. I got you on the whole psionics thing. I got you there. Good. Spelljammer, I was never a fan of, man. Never a fan of. D&D has nothing to do with fucking space, in my opinion. It has nothing to do with space. You want to go into space and freaking go into space. Play fucking space wars or whatever else. Stupid. That's my opinion. I never cared for space jammers. Okay, Aaron, you're gonna have to explain to me this. I'm a little on the slow side. What the hell is OSR? Okay, I might not be hip or not be updated. Maybe I'm behind the times, whatever else. But what is OSR? Oh, okay, I'm just stupid, Woodburn. I'm just stupid. Okay, I'm just stupid. I'm just stupid. Sorry, Aaron. I'm just stupid. Yep, yep, yep. You're right. You're right. Just got to keep it old school. That's kind of how I like, anyways. You know, Woodburn. We're all nerds. No matter what, we're all nerds. Well, us older generation of nerds. I mean, yeah, the young generation of nerds too, but it's different nerdiness. Nice, Aaron. I've been playing since maybe not the red edition. I've been playing since 88, but I was more involved in the older editions. I actually had a gentleman. One time I was playing D&D outside with a couple friends. We were playing um, outside. We had the shade. We were in a trailer park. Um, we're just playing D&D, you know, just role playing it, you know, whatever else. And some guys that were in the military when the base was still open in Rome, New York, came out and said, "You guys play D&D?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I play D&D." And he's like, "I got some stuff for you." And basically, he gave me a bunch of first edition stuff. Um, and I thought it was awesome. And I had a lot of I have or had a lot. I don't know if I still have them or not. Honestly, I took a lot of the paperwork they had and I kept it, but I took the covers. After a while, I took the covers off, and some people would smack me in the side of the head and say, "What the fuck are you doing?" But I took the face covers because you know they wore out. You know, they're only uh, pinned together with fucking staples. You know, back in the day, you know the covers would come off and you would just have the papers and that was it. So I took the covers. I would, you know, I took a pair of scissors and I cut them off nice and neat, and I fucking stapled them to binders back in the day, and each one was for each class or whatever I was at. I didn't write on them or do anything like that, but they were basically like that was the cover for that class, and that was the cover for that class. I became the homeroom. I became the dungeon master, I guess, in homeroom because all my books or all my binders were covered in D&D shit. Um, wish I still had them. Wish I never destroyed them. But I guess it's a lesson learned that you know don't fuck with shit that's from the past. I guess save that shit. But it was something I definitely put on a plaque saying, "Hey, I have this." You know, that's kind of what my thought was. Yeah, I'm you know, yeah, the satanic panic. Yes. Um, I remember being a kid before I even knew what D&D was, and going to people's houses, and they had D&D dices, and they had the books and everything else. They're like, "Oh no, you can't be near this or do this or you know whatever else. That's our stuff. You know, that's my brother's stuff. You can't touch that or whatever." I thought it was so fucking interesting, but no, I couldn't be near it. Like I said, I didn't learn until like 88, maybe 90s. Like when second edition came out, that's when I ran into some people that were playing second edition and were really playing it. And, you know, that's when I got involved in it. And then I realized how fun it was and how simple, stupid it was. And I'm not the brightest crayon in the box. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that straight up. But I enjoyed it. Okay, Woodburn. Talk to you later. Sorry, I'm probably babbling on about God knows what, right? But good night, man. It's all good, man. Do what you got to do. I'm just glad to chat with somebody online. Like I said, tomorrow I'll do something a little bit better. Okay, guys, I think I might call it a night myself. I probably should go to bed. The wife already came out here to check on me. So, yeah, I should probably go to bed. So, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Trying to do between 6 and 8, 7 and 8, somewhere around there. It might be earlier. Who knows? All I know, by 8 o'clock, I got to call it. I got to play some. The hell's the name of that game I want to play tomorrow? Oh, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. So if anybody's heard about that and want to talk about that, that's cool. But if not, we're gonna call it, man.